Hello, good evening. How is everyone tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get this sprinkled out there and we'll get started. Make sure when you hop on, you say hi. Let me know you're here, and if it's your first time watching, make sure you let us know where you're watching from. Hey, Christy. Thank you, dear. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Sandy. Hi, Mary. Of course, I don't have comments up there again, so bear with me because I can't see them while I'm sprinkling this. If y'all don't mind, hit that little button down there and sprinkle the love out for me. I sure would appreciate it. For those of you that haven't joined us before, my name is Tracy. I'm an independent designer and leading mentor with Chalk Couture. Thank you for hanging out with us here on a Wednesday night. Our day started out rainy and yucky, but it turned into a nice day. I had to go grocery shopping though. Almost done.
Sounds like it's raining again.
So, yesterday, I had to take Tiny to the groomer, and my poor groomer, her back was bothering her and she was running behind, so I did a little shopping. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Vicky. Vicky said hi, Mom.
Hi.
So, I was in a thrift store and I came across these. Hey, Terry, thank you. And I know from watching Mickey, they are absolutely gorgeous when you chalk on them. And I've been wanting to do it. I don't have any lamps in my house, so hey, Juanita. Let me mark all y'all down. So we're gonna see what we can come up with that make them pretty. All right, got all those that have sprinkled. I know yours is gorgeous. I love it. Now, I am going to tell y'all we are going to use a retire and transfer. I normally only do that if I'm in my VIP group, but this is the whole reason I bought this transfer when we had our retired transfer sale a couple weeks ago. Because I think it's going to be beautiful. You gotta watch for them sales, y'all. This is the brush floral pattern. And I think we're going to do it in maybe like a dark blue. I think it'll turn out really, really pretty in that dark blue. We might even I'm thinking either Cadet or Shimmer Splash. That way, even though it's got the flowers on it, it's still a masculine color. So, you can put it anywhere. You like that, Sandy? Yeah. Mickey, I love Mickey's. She did it in the floral script, and I love that pattern. want to put it on everything. And I didn't think I would use Midnight Sky. Oh, I don't have that one. That must have been before my time. But I didn't think I'd like this. You know, I'm not into florals. But it is really understated, which makes it pretty. So let's get our palette, because I'm thinking the shimmer will be too much. And I made an awful lot to clean up. But this is a beautiful dark blue. And I think it's gonna be really, really pretty on them. So let's get into it. This is a size D transfer. It's 18 by 18, I think. I always forget. Yeah, 18 by 18. No need to be afraid of them. They work just like the small ones, y'all. Instructions on the back. YouTube, let me turn y'all down some so you can see the project. My phone that I normally use for YouTube died, and I couldn't get it charged in time. So I'm back using the laptop again. They all come in these resealable carrying bags. So they got, especially this main ones, they got that hole in the top, so you can just throw them on a hanger and hang them in your closet or wherever. I use those skirt hangers also that have like 6 of them on one hanger. Those come in handy. I always write on the back of it. That way I make sure I get it back on the correct side of the macro sheet. I just put the name or something that's going to tell me. It's more so that I get it on the right side than it is anything. I made a messy. I didn't have any cold bottles of water, and I poured it in there warm. It's Hawaiian punch. It's not good warm. We'll have to remedy that later.
You got a bottle in there I can bring me?
Mm-mm. Oh, y'all, Tiny's laying up against Santan in the hallway watching. It's so cute. They're starting to get along so well. Especially at 3 o'clock in the morning when they're jumping on my head, thinking it's playtime. Alright, so all you do to get it off the macro sheet. Now these big ones, it's easier to take the macro sheet off the transfer is roll your finger until you catch it, and then you're gonna pull that macro sheet off. Nice and easy, because if you do it too quickly, that transfer is going to have static in it and it's going to jump right back over on itself. And then you're not going to have fun trying to get it back apart again. Just like that. Super simple. Get your fingers unstuck. Hi, Tammy. Thank you. And I like to use 2 fuzzy cloths on these big ones. A bath towel would work great. You can use your shirt, anything to fuzz them. Oh, I know, right? When they, oh, I knew that like a lot. And it is so not fun. Especially, it's a lot easier to do on these big ones. So we're just getting lint on there. We want it to stick, but we don't want it to stay stuck. Hey, Sharon. How are you tonight? And then I'm just going to do the other side half of it. I see puppy hair everywhere. It's covered in puppy hair. As long as it's not in your silk screen, you're good. Yep, that one is. See if I can. There we go. Got it. Spike, get out there. Time in Spike. He's under the nest, y'all.
There goes everything.
Spike,
Come here.
get out from under mommy's feet. Thank you.
Go see daddy. Go see daddy.
Between my hair and the dog hair, y'all, there's always. That's why we can't use the dog to fuzz it, because it would be covered in dog hair. And they probably wouldn't like it very much if you stuck it to them and then pulled it off of them. Thank you, Mary. All right, so we're going to get our lampshade here. And actually, it's not in too bad a shape. There's a dog hair off of it because Spike was checking it out. It's got one little, like, tear on the inside there. But it's not bad at all. I'll get the price tag off of it before I forget. It's neat, the stores that you can find in your local area that you never knew were there. I said my groomer wasn't feeling well, so it took her a little longer. And we just ran around the little town where the groomer is, and I found all kinds of neat things. Trying to see, I'm just laying this down on the transfer. Yeah, that's not going to work. Maybe we need to do it from the main end. And then I'm going to bring the transfer up around it. And it's not a perfect circle, so we're going to have to move it around and do it in stages, I believe. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put in the seam right here on the edge, just for myself. You can do it however you want, but just so I know. And we might even get it. We'll get most of it. And you want to make sure you don't have any lumps, bumps, air bubbles, or wrinkles. There's a little wrinkle in the transfer there. And since this isn't like a pattern, we had to match up words and stuff, we don't have to worry about, making sure we get it on there exactly right to finish up that last little bit. We can just put it on there and it'll look beautiful. Now, if it had words, or like if you used the buffalo plaid or something like that, you'd have to line it up. And y'all have seen how that works for me, so I'm kind of glad I don't have to on this one. I bet he did it. I bet you that hurts them when you pull stickers off of them. Oh, I caught my board eraser. All right. I'm just kind of making sure that it's on there good so we don't bleed. And I just stuck it to itself. Y'all knew that was coming, right? And since they're vinyl silk screens, you can fold them and move them how you need to do a variety of different shapes. There we go. Now I got it. I'm thinking I might need to put something inside of it so that when I push down on it with the squeegee, it doesn't move.
Where's that box?
I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Because, like, it's coming up when I touch it. Maybe I shouldn't have fuzzed it so well. Alright, we're gonna do it. Yeah, it's messed in the seal on the. I wonder if my jug will work. That might work. That might do it. I can tilt it and work my way around. I know y'all can't see that. Alright, let's just go for it. Alright. So this is our connect glue. I think it's gonna be really pretty. I quit messing with it and just go for it, y'all know. So you want to make sure that you stir your paste before you use it. All of our paste is non-toxic, naturally pigmented, so you want to mix all them pigments back up. It looks like a cone head, y'all. It looks like a cone head. I may have to turn this. I'll try to keep it where y'all can see it, but you need a squeegee and just pick up some of that cadet. And I'm hoping it being against this bottle will help. And I'm just dragging that paste through the silk screen. Now, there's no need to cover all that vinyl. Let me see. Let me turn y'all here. As you can see, I'm only covering what I need to. All that vinyl does is hold your silk screen together and give you something to adhere to your surface. Wow, Vicky, you made this look so easy when you did it. I got an air bubble there, but I think I can. Thankfully, this isn't a huge design with a lot of silk screen, so I think I can work them air bubbles out as I go. And that's why I didn't buy an expensive one. You know, I could have went to Walmart or anywhere and got a, $15 lampshade. But when you're trying something new, you want to try it on something old before you spend a lot of money. And thankfully, with our new creamy, dreamy paste, I'm not as worried about its drying on me as I'm working my way around. Oh yeah, major air bubbles. Maybe we should have started with the smaller one. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mary. I don't know how to. YouTube, you'll just have to wait a minute because I don't know if I can do it upside down. Let's see. Let's see. I might have to stand up for this one. You see those air bubbles there? That's what you don't want. I'm trying to work in one direction so that if there is an air bubble, I'm not moving that paste around underneath it. Let's see if I can back it up so you can both YouTube and Facebook can see. So I'm just kind of using the concept like I do with ink, trying to go in one direction to minimize bleeding. You know, as they say, y'all go big or go home, right? So we're going big. Who wants to start doing it with the small one and get a hang of it first, right? Anytime you work with an odd-shaped surface, it is going to be a little challenging, but the end result is so worth it. All right, let's pull off what we've already done and see how it's coming. And your key is not to let it dry in your silk screen. So we're just going to turn this around and grab a hold of it. Oh man, look at it. It is turning out super good considering all the air bubbles. And I'm just going to lay that back across it. I'm not going to mess with it or touch it. I am going to get my transfer stuck together again, but no big deal. Let's keep going. Now I'm excited, y'all. Thanks, Christy. That's what I'm thinking, Mary. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have fuzzed it. Because the lampshade is kind of like a material, and that may be why it's not sticking very well. But it's still turning out gorgeous, right? Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Mickey. I'm loving it. Now I want to go buy a lamp. Actually, there is a lamp in Mom's bedroom on her nightstand. Okay, I don't know if the model's like helping with the making it more stable, but it is helping with being able to move it as I need to. As long as you don't push down too hard, it won't collapse. Is what I'm trying to figure out. So now y'all all gonna be rushing out and buying lampshades, or rushing around the house searching for your lampshades, right? Oh, I'm so excited now. It is so pretty. Right? Yeah, blue is right up her alley. That bedroom is light blue, so it would fit in perfect back there. Right. Hey, there you go. I think I was thinking about trying the country plaid on one. Oops, I think I just put my finger through the rim of it at the top, but so we're almost to the end of this first section, and then we will move it around and finish it off. But, I mean, look how quick and easy to customize a lampshade instead of boring, drab, off-white. That's right where that seam is. Sometimes seams can be an issue. Um, you just gotta kind of be patient and push that paste through that silk screen really well. All right, let's see, y'all. Let's check it out. And then we're gonna give it a quick dry before we finish the other part of it. Oh man, isn't that gorgeous? Look at how pretty. So there, and we're not too bad on them leaning. A couple spots and a couple light spots, but I think it looks super cool. All right, let's get our quick dry tool. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Terry. Oops, I didn't know I had my hot glue gun on. I put a new battery in it. I must have forgot to turn it off the other night. So we're going to give this a hit. This was our quick dry tool. So we don't mess it up when we go to the other part. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Mickey. So once our last month's club transfer, a beautiful thing is never perfect. So I'm trying to put that in action here lately and not be so hard on myself with the things that I create not being perfect. So it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to dry. You can speed it up with our quick dry tool or a hair dryer or a heat gun. The difference of a quick dry tool is one, it's not going to heat up your surface so that you have to wait for it to cool down before you can chalk on it. And two, if you accidentally get it near your transfer, it's not going to melt it. So let's just, oh, we still got a nice wet spot there. Let me, let's dry it a little more. I'm going to make sure it's dry because when I lay it down to put the transfer back on it, I don't want to mess it up. Alright, that's me. Let me clean my hands. I don't want to get it all over it. Y'all, this rain is making allergies so horrible. It like you can't hardly even breathe. It's been pretty bad this week. I'm all congested. Alright, so let's get this last part done. I think I'm gonna use this big pretty one. Or at least start lining it up with that big pretty one. I like it. So again, I'm going to start on my seam because that's kind of how I placed it earlier, to make. Well, I thought I was going to start on my seam. I might not be able to get that big one. We'll get this big one. Now, I guess technically you'd want to clean your silk screen, just because if you're moving this around and there's any on the back of it, it could, get paste where you don't want it. But we're just going to go for it. I'm feeling like a rebel today, y'all. I went to Walmart and I didn't threaten to kill anybody. We're having a good day. And we need to come way new and tiny. Alright. We're back on the model again. She's hitting the model, y'all. I have it on the inside. We'll get it afterwards. Right? Who knew I can go to Walmart and not threaten to kill anybody? And I didn't even take Tiny with me this time. He doesn't like to ride in the cart. He gets scared. So until I can get a carrier to put him in, I decided he should stay home. Alright, here we go. I'm going to do this last section. Remember, we're removing all our excess as we go. It's not only going to make it easier to clean if you don't have a bunch of extra paste on your transfer, but it's also going to be no waste. So you can put that right back in your jar and use it on the next project. The other thing is if you would wash this in between, you can tell what you've done and what you haven't done. I'm having a hard time right now seeing which parts I've already went over and which parts I haven't. Take a little peek, see how far over. We're getting there. Revamp water. Right about there is the end. Yep. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I need to go over just a little bit more. You can like see a definite line of where I stopped. I think it'd be better to overlap it than to have it just be a line, like a line drawn in the dirt. There we go, that's better. Let's see. Oh, it's beautiful. What do you think? Are you in love with it? I am. I think it's gorgeous. I got paste all the way up my arms, y'all. Leaving, I mean, to make a mess, right? But it was worth a mess. Totally worth a mess. Thank you, Terry. Let's see if we can give her a spin here. Absolutely loving it.
They're drying.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Mary. Let's hit it with the dryer so I don't mess it up. I love it. Like I said, I honestly never thought about getting that transfer because I'm not a big like flower print. I love flowers, but not in print. Um, Thanks, Lori. How are you tonight? But I am so glad that I got it. Thanks, Sandy. Yeah, it makes you more anxious. I am too. I just placed an order yesterday of the new stuff, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. Let me get the lid on this because I have enough blue paste on me. Um, so everything cleans up with plain old water. The big ones like that, I put them in my shower and spray them down. It makes cleanup a lot easier. So I also got this little one. And I'm thinking, well, that one's not going to sit on there. But I'm thinking we should put something fun on it instead of a pattern. What do y'all think? Should we do something fun? Like some words or trying to think of a new one. I got this little one. Oh, I know. So this is also from the retired sale. I do have one of these. A light maker transfer. That sounds good. I'm thinking this one. It says, let your heart be your compass, and then there's a heart. That might be really cute, just like on one part of it. What do y'all think? Do it in red and black, like shimmer crimson and shimmer shadow. Carrie says yes. Mary says sounds good. All right, let's get our transfer trimmers and cut this part. Now this is a layering project, so I'm going to use some placement tape to help me line it up, because this is sort of a fabric material and it's porous, and the paste won't come off of it. So this is Let Your Heart. And this is the heart. Mary gets her shimmers, so all's right with the world today. So this is our shimmer crimson and our shimmer shadow. We're going to do the words in the shimmer shadow and the heart in the shimmer crimson. I think it'd be really cool for like a teenage girl's room. Let me get a couple squeegees up. I have to clean one off. And that's it. There's like no cleanup, y'all. I'm just going to grab the one we just used and wipe it off. Yes, I have glue everywhere. And I said, if anybody wants this transfer, I do have one more. It's a size me transfer. You get 2 little pieces of placement tape. And on the layering ones, you want to do the one with the most silk screen first. These are pretty even. I think we're going to go ahead and do the heart first because I think it'll be easier to line up that way. Oh, and that one's much easier to put on there. Look how simple that was. And this went right on there. And I did not fuzz it, and it did work much better. So don't fuzz if you're doing a lampshade. I'm going to stick this placement tape right underneath those little markers. Yeah, I can't think of what they're called right now. Make sure I got the tape underneath it. Y'all, I can't see them. A lot of times I don't actually use them. But look how much better that was. Get a couple of stir sticks out of here. I can get my fingers to work. So we're going to do the heart in the shimmer crimson. It's such a gorgeous color. The shimmers already have that beautiful glitter in them, so they sparkle. Sometimes the camera does not do them justice, but I promise you, they are beautiful. We're getting down to the bottom. Normally, you don't have to add water, but when you start getting to the bottom, they can tend to get a little thick. You want to make sure you're only adding distilled water. And that's why I got my little continuous spray bottle there. I know that that only holds distilled water. When they are naturally pigmented, you can get some mold and things growing if you use tap water. But the shimmers are thicker to begin with, but that's way too thick. I want it to at least come off when I shake it up, my stir stick. You can get the stir sticks on my website in a 24 pack. They last forever. Let's see. That's getting there. I always say with the shimmers, if you're a maker, soft peaks. So we're going to grab. He hasn't done it in a while. And that's the pig. I'm going to grab some shimmer crimson and just push it through that silk screen. Oh yeah, this is much better. Note to self, do not fuzz when working with lampshades. Look how much easier that's going on there. And hit them registration marks. Maybe with the crimson, I'll be able to see them. I'll be able to see your red dot. So I'm removing all the excess, and it's going back in my jar. And you want to pull from the center and pull up slowly. Yep. And see if it's too thick. Sometimes it won't go through the silk screen how you need it to. You can take your finger and kind of gently push it through there. A little spot right there. Like you can see it, the glitter sitting on the silk screen. Pretty, right? The glitter is a little bit more cleanup. I mean, it's glitter, you know. And you want to make sure when you're doing a layering project that it is extremely dry. You don't want that to lift up when you put this next transfer on top. Thanks, Sharon. So I'm going to dry that off really, really well. Yeah, it's a smaller one, Nikki. It's a really tiny one. What, did you miss it? Yeah, give me a second, I'll show it. Alright, so that is dry. Let me help Nikki out. She's not keeping up with the program tonight. It turned out beautiful. YouTube. I was holding it up too high for y'all. I'm in love with it. It is gorgeous. And now we're going to put this on there. I mean, looking at it, you can probably do this twice. Do one on the other side here. Oh, look at my placement tape came off. All right, let me turn this around, y'all. It came off on the back of my transfer. I hate when that happens. So I'm going to have to, but you can see through the silk screen to line it up. It's pretty easy. Can get it lined up. And like I said, if you don't fuzz it, it works so much better. See, you can't even see the other part of it, which means I did a pretty good job this time lining it up. And this is our shimmer shadow. Beautiful, glittery, black. And some, oh, that must have been the end of my water. We get some water in there. I'm fine, Mom. It's enough. You don't want it too runny. That looks pretty good right there. Just grab some on your squeegee. All right, let's see. Let's see how good I did lining it up. Not so good. It's not bad. We need to push it through again. Especially on this soft-sided surface, it can cause, you can't push down real hard on it. So sometimes it makes it harder to get it through that silk screen because of the glitter in it. That one little corner right there. There we go. And now right there. And it's the best tool we have in the market, y'all. Yeah. That's better. One little spot right there. What do y'all think? Should we do another one on the other side or leave it? I think it might be too much if we put another one on it. But I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Christy. You're all right. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. Sometimes I think less is more. What do y'all think?
Yeah, you put too much of what you got.
Yeah. Leave it? I think so. I think a teenage girl would love to have that on her bedside table. Leave it. Thanks, Mary. I like it a lot. Get it dried up. I don't know how well y'all can see it, but the shimmers are really sparkly. And I think when you put it on a lamp and the light goes through it. Nice, Sharon. I think that makes a cool tattoo, y'all. Don't you? Or am I crazy? Well, we all know I'm crazy. Alright, so let's clean up these smaller ones. That larger one, when Scott gets out of the shower, I'll take it in there and spray it down. All excess back in the jar. You want to clean around your rim. That gives you a nice tight seal. Help your paste last longer. You want to get the lids back on your paste as soon as you're finished. Because they do dry when the air hits them. Now, if you're concerned that somebody might take a wet cloth to your lampshade or clean it instead of just a dry cloth, you can always spray that with, they have a spray, Mod Podge sealant. But other than that, as long as you don't scratch at it or, spray water on it or anything, it should be just fine. So I'm going to get these transfers wet over here in my bucket of water. when they're wet, they are not sticky anymore. Yeah, there's my placement tape on the back of my transfer. And I'm just going to wipe them down with my board eraser. Get that glitter off of them while they're not sticky. Of course, I use glitter a lot, and a lot of my transfers do have glitter on the back, but they're still sticky. Get that placement tape off of there. Unless the whole back is covered, it really has never affected the usage of them. And you want to make sure that you don't have any paste left in that silk screen area. That one looks pretty good. Now you can see when I cleaned the front, it kind of messed up the back. But that's okay. I'll just go over it again. Wring out my board eraser and clean that right off of there. It's glitter gets everywhere. Y'all know, if you're a crafter, they say glitter is the herpes of the craft world. I say it's the hugs of the craft world. It just hugs you and holds on tight. And that's it. Once those are dry, they'll go right back on my macro sheet and be ready to use again and again. Industry standard is 8 to 12 uses. I've gotten many more uses out of some of mine. As long as you take care of them, you wipe some of that water off of there. They'll last, and even when they lose their sticky, you can still use them. There's ways to make them more sticky. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night. I will see you back here Friday night with another great project. I got all kinds of stuff yesterday on my shopping spree. So we got all kinds of new surfaces, and Scott's sister gave me some new surfaces. So night, Nikki. Thank you, Tammy. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night. We love you. Stay safe. We'll see you Friday. Bye.